why you left your job to become full-time entrepreneurship.
As part of the IT career itself, like used to be little stressful, right? So I underwent a lot of stress, anxiety, worry. In the morning, 6 a.m., I had kept my alarm. The alarm rang. I could not move my left leg.
Left leg.
Yeah. So it was almost like semi-paralyzed. Stress is really killing the workforce. It's killing their productivity and also killing their mental peace. I had a calling saying that, yes, I need to do something more than being just a salaried employee. 6th month of my entrepreneurial journey,
Yes.
I decided that no more salaried job.
It is always easy to say, yes, I'm leaving my company, giving my resignation and starting. But there are difficulties, there are hurdles, and then sometimes reality kick in.
Building a company, nurturing and growing a company, it comes with various other parts of the puzzle. So it's like a jigsaw puzzle. We saw that the other two partners were not committed to the team, and then they wanted to exit.
Okay.
And during that time, yes, we had challenges with cash flow. We were undergoing a lot of stress during that time. In spite of all the hurdles, we should be able to sail through. We should be flexible. We cannot be stubborn, and we cannot be just going with only one particular thing in mind. So we should be adaptable.
He or she is having stress, not able to focus, and not able to see the future also. So how one can start?
One can start the journey by looking inwards.
Welcome to Let's Talk Clarity podcast, and today is a special day, special guest coming all the way from Bangalore. But before that, let's welcome Ravi on the show. Ravi, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Rakesh. Really happy to be here, and my pleasure.
Yeah, thank you for making out, and it takes a time and a lot of efforts to come all the way for the podcast and recording. And we are all busy people, but still we made it. Yeah, we are planning from so long, but finally we made it.
Yes.
So Ravi, you know that our podcast is all about career transformations, how we switched from one career to another and then another. And I can see in your journey, you did two major transformations in terms of career.
Yeah.
First, from job to entrepreneurship. And so let us take us back to that journey. And because that point of time, entrepreneurship was not that popular. Nowadays, everyone is doing, but long back it was not heard of and it was difficult.
Yeah.
So let's take us through that journey, and then we'll come to the career 3.0, the second transformation.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So why that happened? Why you left your job to become full-time entrepreneurship? What excited you?
Well, let me start with my beginning of my career.
Yeah.
So I did my engineering way back in 1996. Completed my electronics and communications.
96 pass out.
Yeah, 96 pass out. And later I started working on the software. I joined the software stream. That was one of the typical pattern, I would say, during those days.
So you started at the perfect time when this Infosys and everything was
exactly
booming.
Yeah, it was booming, and then that's when I started. And then looked at my journey as a developer, and then I was more interested in the technology side.
Okay.
So grew up the ladder as a technology architect.
Okay.
So I was primarily working on web application development during those days. And then I had a calling saying that, yes, I need to do something more than being just a salaried employee. Mm-hmm. And even my father was pushing me.
Father was pushing?
Absolutely, yes. So my dad, even after my engineering itself, he was telling, yes, there are people starting companies, so why don't you become another entrepreneur? So that's the push I was getting from my father. right from my after my completion of the graduation.
Okay.
So
but Ravi, let's pause it, because this is what I'm listening is not a regular thing. Means a father pushing his son for entrepreneurship, because at that point of time, 96, every father used to tell, go for government job
yeah.
and stick to it. So from where his mindset was coming, let's double down on that. That will be very important for our audience.
Yes, if you look at my father, basically is from Devanahalli, closer to Bangalore. So where we have the international airport today.
Yeah.
And if you ask me about his journey, so he wanted to do something, he wanted to achieve something, and that's when he left Devanahalli and then he came to Bangalore.
Okay.
And then started his career, and he worked in Canara Bank.
Canara Bank. Okay.
Yeah, and then
he wanted to become entrepreneur.
yeah, he also wanted to do something, and that's when probably he had me to achieve his dreams. So he ended up in the bank, in the Canara Bank, and he was working in Canara Bank. And during that time when the IT, the computers were really coming up and booming, then he said, why not get into this particular place and start something on your own? So that is something which he was my backbone with respect to financial planning, and I learned a lot from him.
Yeah, definitely.
And that basically gave me the confidence to start on my own.
Wow, that is super powerful, because
Absolutely.
fathers are our heroes of our life.
Yes.
And whatever we are, because of them, yes, we have learned everything from them. Yes, so you started your career in your salary, even if your father was pushing for becoming an entrepreneur. So how long you worked in your career, and how that switch happened?
Yeah, I started my journey with the software development, and then I also was in United States. I was there in the US for about 4.5 years.
4.5 years, okay.
And then my parents could not relocate, so I had to come back. So I just came back, and then I wanted to be with them. So that made me to come back from US to Bangalore. And then I was working, and somewhere in 2009, I would say, so 2009 was the time where I started getting kind of a spark, saying that, yes, enough, let us try to do something. Because I also wanted to get some expertise in the industry and get some experience before I can really start on my own. I needed that confidence. Mm-hmm. And then I thought, okay, yes, time has come to go ahead. And it was there in 2009 and 2010 times that I started planning my entrepreneurial journey. And finally, it happened in 2011.
2011.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was I think that was the time when you had 12 to 14 years of experience.
Yes.
And let's discuss about that, because that was the time, I think, we are at the juncture of our career and our age, 34, 35, 36, the midlife crisis, or now they call it midlife crisis, but I don't know. So what happened? Means it was a spark, or it was an unfulfillment from the career?
I would say more of a spark.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, because I was into technical architect. I was working as a technical architect, designing the solutioning and designing products. So that was my passion. And that's where I had the spark to create something
of your own,
of my own, which could help others as well, and I can create jobs. So that was the primary objective, where I thought I should be able to do that, and I had the confidence and planning for doing that as well.
Okay.
So that basically made me, and also maybe I would say 80% of the spark and 20% of the fulfillment, we could say as well.
Okay.
Because of late, what used to happen was, though I was working as an architect, I used to be pulled for unnecessary managerial activities, which I was not so very interested. And when I look back at the day's work, I used to feel like, okay, 60 to 70% is going on some फालतू calls. कुछ फायदा नहीं है, तो कुछ तो करने का है.
Okay.
So that basically took over and did the decision to start on my own.
Okay. And yeah, so let's take to this journey, because it is easier said than done. From leaving a job and starting your own company, it is always easy to say, yes, I'm leaving my company, giving my resignation and starting. But there are difficulties, there are hurdles, and then sometimes reality kick in. So what was your journey like?
My journey was about starting on my own. So then I was thinking like I found a couple of my colleagues who were also interested, and we all were in the same group. And then we said, okay, let us do something on our own. And that's when 4 of our friends together, we pulled in. And then we said, okay, let's start the new chapter of our life. So maybe you could say Career 2.0. And then we started Tisia Software Solutions.
Tisia, okay.
With the objective of creating a product. We envisaged some product ideas and started working on that product idea. So that's how it all started, basically.
Okay, and then so you were 4 people, and so everyone was maybe having different expertise, some sales, some finance, and some architecture, so that a full team can be made. So this is very important.
Yes, basically we had complementing skills. So one of them was into marketing and sales. Another person was good in project management. So 2 of our managers were also part of the teams. And I was a Java architect, so core front end. And one of my other colleague was a back-end architect or database architect. So it was more of a complementing skills, where we could see that, yes, it was really helpful for the entire business as a whole.
Okay.
And then that sparked Tisia.
Wow. And then when you start having the fruits of your entrepreneurship, when you started making money and becoming profitable, whether it is a long journey, it took time, or...
Yeah, we also had the product idea, as I was mentioning, but yes, we did invest in a team, and we started developing. And over a period of time, we saw that the other 2 partners were not committed to the team, and then they wanted to exit.
Okay.
And during that time, yes, we had challenges with cash flow. And that is when we said we also need to do some other means of bringing cash, because there were a development team and sales team that we had basically in Tisia.
Salary to be paid.
Yeah, salary to be paid, rents of the offices, various other operational expenses were there. So we had those challenges as well, and that, I would say, brought us down to a little bit of anxiety to see how we can basically manage this. And we were undergoing a lot of stress during that time. And 2 of my colleagues could not really pump in and jump into the stream. So they were working. And finally they decided that they don't want to join Tisia. And myself and another partner, Ram. So we both were heading Tisia at that particular point in time. And then we decided, yes, we'll hold the flag. And we will continue the journey. And that's something which slowed down the progress. But I would say that, yes, we learned a lot during that journey. And then we also started diversifying our business.
Diversification, yes.
Yes, not just product development. Let us also focus on consulting and training.
Okay.
And during that time, yes, it took about 7-8 years for us to do break even of the investment that we basically did. And then it took almost like 6-7 years, I would say.
6-7 years.
Yeah.
So this is very important for our audience also. Everything takes time. And it is not that the 4 people who have started, they will continue the journey. There will be changes, there will be diversification. You started to diversify also.
Yeah.
So an entrepreneur has to know that when we should change our product also, and when we should change our team also. Means, yeah.
Absolutely. We should be flexible. We cannot be stubborn, and we cannot be just going with only one particular thing in mind. So we should be adaptable. We should be flexible to changes that happens. And it's like sailing on the sea, right? So whenever there are turbulences, we should be able to maneuver and then change the course and ensure that we have the journey, we have the long path. But if there are small disturbances, we should be able to override those hurdles and overcome those hurdles and then take it forward. So that is the main challenge of an entrepreneur, where the entrepreneur mindset is required. So where you should be able to see that, yes, if there are any changes or any hurdles, yes, instead of backing off. So at that time, yes, I could have easily gone back to job. But 6th month of my entrepreneurial journey,
Yes.
I decided that no more salary job. I'm comfortable being independent. And that pushed me to say that, yes, it is possible that we can achieve something in spite of all the hurdles. We should be able to sail through. So that is a very important learning that I learned in my entrepreneurial journey.
Wow. The belief has to be there. Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay. So after 6 months, you decided that no more salary job. I'll continue to become entrepreneur, come what may.
Yes.
Wow, superb. And then from product to started you becoming corporate trainer and consulting.
Yes.
And yes, let's take us through that. If I ask you that what will be the top 3 learnings of that, your entrepreneur journey, what would that be?
The top 3 learnings is, yes, lay down your protocols and have the expectations clear before you just go on verbal promise for any, it could be funding or anything for that matter. Have a clear path of how things happen in your company from an operational point of view, because many times just going by word of mouth or just trust will not work in business. So we should lay down strict guidelines and ensure that we stick to it. So that is very much one of the key learning which I have learned. And number 2.
So let me just ask you that it should be documented, it should be informed to everyone.
Absolutely.
Then only the partnership has to be done. Yes.
Exactly. So that will basically give everybody an accountability of what is expected and are they playing that role or not. So that is a very important learning that I have got from the entrepreneurial journey. And coming to the second learning, yes, you should be flexible. Like maybe whenever we talk about a company to get created, and then it will take its own time. Say for instance, a small plant like a vegetable, all right, muli for example, it might take 1 month to just come, and then you can harvest the crop in 1 month. But a coconut tree is not like that. It will take 7-8 years to really bear the fruit. Similarly, in a financial domain, it is not like an FD where 6 mahine ho gaya, interest aa gaya. So entrepreneurial journey is not in that particular sense. So it takes time and we have to nurture it. So it's more of giving or sowing a seed and seeing that seed basically sprouting to a small plant, and then it's becoming a mid-size plant, and then becoming a tree, start giving flowers and then fruits. So it takes time, and we should have the patience and perseverance to really wait for it and then start enjoying the benefits and fruits.
Wow, this is super important because entrepreneurship takes time.
Yes.
And we should nurture it with our blood, sweat and everything. Yeah.
Exactly.
So that was number 2. Number 3, yes.
Number 3 is commitment. So commitment to the team. Like many times it has happened that, yes, when there were cash crunch, so the first thing we need to ensure is that our team who are working for us are taken care. So that was one of the first principle, and we stuck to that particular thing to ensure that whatever be the case, we have to ensure that their salaries are paid and their life is taken care without having any disturbance. So even many times it has happened that we have taken or we have not taken salaries as well. So that is another important thing where you plan your finance as well and ensure that your team who is working for you is the top priority, the first priority, and then comes your perspective of what you want to take, etc. So that is another important learning where somebody is working for you and together, yes, we will be able to achieve what we want to do. So that is a third learning, I would say, saying that yes, financial planning and having the commitment with the team.
Wow, this is super important. Yes. Now, once they are in the team, it's a family, and family means grow together.
Yes.
This is super important. So, Ravi, let us take this journey forward. And so, there's one thing which is coming to my mind again and again, because you are hardcore into technical things and architecture and everything. So how you learn these soft skills also, having a team and then building them, and then because that takes time. Yes. How to manage finance, that takes time. So how you manage it, or it comes with the time? What was your journey?
Yes, running a company is not like, as a developer, all I had to do is just go code and come back. Right? But when we talk about building a company, nurturing and growing a company, it comes with various other parts of the puzzle. So it's like a jigsaw puzzle, right? So where we need to be aware of everything. So be it sales, be it marketing, and finance, taking care of finance, legal matters, auditing. So there are various aspects that are a part of a business.
Yeah, and we engineers, we just don't want to play with the numbers in finance.
Exactly.
We don't want to see the CA.
Yeah. So the finance is the last thing in my list, actually. And in fact, my colleague Ram, who takes care of interfacing with the auditor, interfacing with the finance and other things, I am a little bit away from that particular part, to be frank. But yes, that is very much required. At least we should have the know-how of how it has to be done. And business nahi aa rahe to kaise aane ka hai? Like, how do we bring business, or what marketing we have to do? So those are some of the challenges we need to be learning as well. So what I realized was, though I was an architect and I knew the technology space, etc. So from an entrepreneurial journey, that is only 20%. So the remaining is 80%. So be it your commitment to your customers, and the finance, the marketing and sales and auditing, statutory requirements. So various aspects of business, which are also equally important. When we run, because it's like one-man show, so we have to take care of everything. Nobody else is there. When you're working in a company, yes, all you have to do is just you have given a piece of the task and then you do that and you come back. But here it's a different ball game altogether.
So to run a car, we need all four wheels.
Absolutely.
Then only it will come. So Ravi, I'm getting more and more curious, because we are talking about core engineering, entrepreneurship, and what you can say, team, and the efforts, finance, commitment. But then why you went into the healing path? What is this coaching journey? From where it started? The career 3.0 as a coach.
That's a good one. Yes. As part of the IT career itself, like, it used to be a little stressful, right? So I underwent a lot of stress, anxiety, worry. I think even when I started my career itself, there was like in 99, 2000, there was this .NET e-commerce boom was there, and there was a crash, there was a recession. I was in US at that time.
2001.
98 I went to US. I was working there, and then the recession basically started creating that fear, right? That anxiety, the worry, what would happen next?
So whether I'll continue this year or go back.
So there were a lot of disturbances that are there.
Very difficult time.
Absolutely. It used to be a huge difficult time during that particular part of my career. And somehow I sailed through that, I would say. But after that, when I started taking care of the team and working with them, because I was leading a team of architects to re-engineer all our products to web application, things like that. So there were a lot of challenges, carriers that were there, which brought me into a lot of stressful situations. And that's when I started looking outside, what can be done, rather than seeing something I can do on myself. All I could see was only code within me. So only software. So I wanted something soft skills.
Okay.
So that's when I started exploring some new ways of personal development.
Okay.
And then I started getting in touch with various masters and mentors. And one book that really helped me was the Tony Robbins,
Awaken the Giant.
Awaken the Giant Within. And that gave me a different perspective of life. And then that pulled me to do NLP course.
Okay.
I did NLP and did some energy healing. So all those things in my journey helped me to keep my calm, because I used to get angry and I could see that I was not able to control myself. So controlling the mind was a challenge during those peak of my career. And then when I stepped back and looked at it, one day I realized that it is not the way I should be doing. And that continued, even though I was able to heal and try to apply certain things. During the training times, like the corporate training world, like also in corporate training, there are a lot of challenges. I used to travel a lot. Okay. So I'm happy to share that, yes, I traveled around 12 countries with corporate training. And that is something which, yes, is one good part of corporate training. But the other side, there is always the second side of the coin, right?
Yes.
So the other side was a lot of stress, a lot of worry, anxiety, and stressful nights to prepare for the training and things like that. So
Yes.
that was so stressful.
Voluminous work, yes.
Yes,
And
work-related stress, nothing else. So we used to...
So let me pause you, because I was also in traveling job. So my 2 suitcases were always packed.
Yeah.
And every week I have to go to a place in North India, and family time was suffering, and from flight to flight and hotels to hotels, I was just hopping, and it takes a toll.
Yes.
And from outside, means first 6 months it looks good.
Yeah.
You enjoy hotel and the stay and everything and the welcome. And after 6 months, it becomes very difficult. Yeah, because you are away from your family. Means out of whole month, 13, 14 days, you are away from your family.
Yeah.
You are staying in hotel and then meeting new people. That is a good thing. But you are always on phone with the family. And then you have to deliver also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was something which was also fueling my stress, because staying away from family, the food changes, etc. And also I used to miss my daughter a lot, because she was 5 years when I started my company. And then even till date, I miss the cream of those first few years, right? It's very much important to be with her. So for whatever reason, I could not spend much time with my daughter. And that still haunts me. So probably, yes, I could have done better. Or maybe I should have stuck with the job. Probably that would have given freedom to spend more time with the family, and various thoughts run around. But past is past.
Yes.
But definitely, those are some of the challenges and stressful situations that used to be there.
Yes. And from there, yes.
Yes, and during the peak of my career, like in the corporate training world, like yes, one day I had to deliver, right, my class at 9 a.m. I think it was. I remember it was like on the second day of my training, and I was doing some preparation and doing those activities till 1 a.m. in the morning. And in the morning, 6 a.m., I had kept my alarm. The alarm rang. I could not move my left leg.
Left leg.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was almost like semi-paralyzed. So I could not really lift my leg. So somehow I rolled out and called my wife to help me, and she rushed, and then she helped me to sit on the bed, and it took almost half an hour for me to regain the senses in my left leg.
Okay.
Oh, that was a really bad moment. I thought something has gone wrong terribly with my leg, and I was thinking that there is some problem. And when I remember I cancelled the class. I said I could not go, and then I went to the doctor, and all he said was this was caused only due to stress. So one thing which I learned that day is like sitting for long hours, because that's what we used to do, like the training or preparing or doing coding. Yeah, sitting is the new smoking. It's there today as well.
Yeah.
So that basically had a huge impact on my life. And then I said, okay, if this is the case, yes, I need to really share this knowledge with people who are suffering. Even today, you could look at any IT professional, working professional, not only IT, even in non-IT, a lot of working professionals, they spend their day with a lot of stress. And due to that, there are a lot of health-related issues that could basically come up. And that basically brought me to see how I can help or give it back to the society. And then that's when it struck, okay, let me start something on the soft skills, and thought of taking this particular VA healing. However, with that, I also started getting in touch with some coaches. So coaching was something, because this is more about coaching. It's not about training. Because training is transactional, where you deliver a class and come back, and you don't know whether the person will be with you or coming for the next class or not. You're not really worried about it. But coaching is not that way, right? So coaching is a different ball game, where we have to handhold and we have to basically nurture them and be with our people. So then I thought, yes, I need a coach for myself so that I can start my coaching business. And then I also approached a couple of mentors and started working with them, but I was not having the clarity. And then I was in a dilemma whether I have to do technology side coaching or the soft skill coaching, because I was good at both.
Technology also, and
and the soft skills like stress and anxiety and other related elements.
So that is basically niche.
Yes, niche confusion was there.
Yeah, it is.
So
for me also, means I 2 to 3 years I was just trying, yes, which niche is mine and how to do it. So because what we think is that I'm good in this also, I'm good in this also, A, B, C, and if I do this, then I may lose in another niche. And sometimes we coaches, what we do is we want to do everything. Yeah, I want to do this also, I want to do this also, I want to do music also, I want to do
yes, you strike the right chord, I would say. I was also in the same thing, like wherein when you look at it's like going to a circle and then looking at 4 or 5 different exits are there, right?
Yeah.
And then which exit to take? I wish to take everything and look at everything, and you get confused.
Yeah,
right?
you want to take everything.
Yeah. So especially in selecting the niche, I was also very much confused, and that's when I found you. So then I found that yes, in our call, I think we were able to nail it down.
Yeah, within a call, yes.
Within one call, you were able to clear the clutter and help me to identify what is really the niche that I wanted. And when we were able to just line down what and all we can do or I can do, and then I decided at that particular moment that yes, VA healing is my niche.
Wow.
And that's how the 3.0 started.
Career 3.0. So let me share that it was you only who decided. I have just shown you the path that these are the options, and you only picked and you only started VA healing. And yes, let me ask you this question, because why war healing, and why only you attacked about stress only. Means that is very important. Why it is so close to your heart? Why this topic is so close to your heart?
Yeah, being in the industry for almost like 27, 28 years, closer to IT industry, because I've been in IT for full of my career. So stress is one thing we carry to our home as well. And we never sleep without stress, right? So we carry our work to home, and with COVID, work from home, we don't know when we have to stop. So it is very difficult to draw a line between family time and professional time. And that is what people today, young people, basically are into that kind of a pressure, the deadlines. And if you ask me today, it's even more than what it used to be maybe 10 years back. And it will be more and more things that is happening. And pressure of losing job, pressure of the debt trap that people are today, for instance, with EMIs and other things. So more than job, they are not able to focus on, or rather, I would say, more than focusing on the job, they are distracted with all other commitments that they basically may be having to support their family, their children. So that is something where I also saw some reports where stress is really killing the workforce. It's killing their productivity and also killing their mental peace, where the recent stats states that yes, close to 60% of the workforce are not happy. So when you get up in the morning, how many people are ready to, or readily fully charged to get into the office?
Yes.
Not really. So those stats basically is really haunting, and definitely it will go higher and higher day by day. And that I thought, yes, why not look into this particular space and go ahead, create the community to help and coach people to get away, or rather help them understand what are the impact of stress and how to control our mind. Because that's what finally everything is here and here, right? So how do we control our mind and body is one thing very much important. And that was the reason why I took stress to bliss as my niche.
Wow. This is very important. And nowadays the stress is going upwards, and new technologies are coming, and we are getting the grocery within 7 minutes. Everything is at tips, and if we are not getting the results in minutes, we become impatient. And so let us talk about this topic also, because now we are having so many apps in our mobile, and it is just taking our life. Means 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, and out of those 6 hours, useful time maybe 30 minutes, 45 minutes on mobile, and balance 4 to 5 hours are just going without any productive thing.
Yeah.
So what is your message to young people on that?
Yeah, young people are losing focus because of all these different distractions they are having today. And due to that, they are suffering in their different areas of life. What I call the 4 zones of life.
Yes.
It could be their personal life or self zone, where they are having trouble with their personal health, personal mind state, mental state. And also the second zone is about relationship. And today the youngsters are having tough time with relations, right? It could be your spouse, or it could be the relationship with your boss or manager or your subordinates.
So they are having thousands of followers on LinkedIn or Instagram.
Yeah, everything is virtual.
But one-on-one, very less.
They are not able to.
Yes.
So I've seen people as well where they want to go to office, but they don't have an option. Because post-COVID, many companies have started to give work from home option where they can cut down their costs. There is no office, so everything is virtual. And today everybody are connected virtually. But that is also adding stress to many youngsters, where they want to meet people but they are not able to. So that is another way to look at it. But on the other side, as you said, everything is virtual, means how long you can just be happy. It is just a thing that, yes, I got 1,000 likes, or I have 100 followers, 1,000 followers. At the end of the day, when you are into trouble, when you want somebody, not even one friend can come and help you today. So that is the state we are getting in, or we are heading actually. And people are losing the importance of having friends and meeting them, keeping in touch with them, etc. So that is another thing which is a relationship zone.
Yeah.
And of course in the professional, like in their career, so they are not able to manage their professional career as well. A lot of stress in their office, a lot of stress in the workplace.
But why?
Expectations, tight deadlines, and competition. So today, due to various reasons, so maybe AI is one of the reasons, right? So due to AI, there are a lot of chaos in the industry, that there could be a lot of job loss. And of course, in the recent past, you would have gone through like various jobs were removed.
Yes.
And that is something which scares. It's a scary situation, right? And of course,
We don't know what will happen,
yeah. So it's,
how the things will turn out with AI, and what are the jobs will go, or means whether to learn, and whether we are learning AI, then it becomes some new version.
exactly. So you have to be continuously updating and ensure that you are there and get up every day. So that is a challenge, right? So kind of turbulences that you get in the workspace, and with competition, like so youngsters coming in, like especially people in the middle management or midlife, right? Maybe 40 plus years, etc. Where today we have seen somebody by knocking off one senior person, they are able to accommodate 3-4 youngsters
Yes.
with the same operational cost to the company.
So middle and upper is
Even more
Yes.
more stressful, even more riskier. So that's what I'm seeing and hearing from my known network of people, friends,
Okay.
colleagues. So that is something which made me the decision to say, yes, this should be a good noble cause to share the knowledge, and then ensure that I give the results that are required to them to beat the stress and various elements associated with stress. It could be health related issues, or it could be money related issue. Many things that would basically, so is a part of the stress as a whole. And that made me to think about 3.0.
3.0, superb. So Ravi, we have discussed about Career 3.0, how it is started, and what are the problems we are facing. So let's guide anyone, means if it is young also, middle management also. He or she is having stress, not able to focus, and not able to see the future also. So how one can start this journey?
One can start the journey by looking inwards, and that's what I call as inner quest.
Okay, inner quest.
Yeah. So we have forgotten to basically introspect ourselves to see what's happening, and maybe we have stopped loving ourselves. So we are more interested in the outer world than the inner world today, and that's the root cause, I would say, if you ask me. That's the root cause of all the chaos, all the issues that we are seeing today. And that is the place where my first step for the people in my community is to start introspecting and become aware of your thoughts, because essentially the root, how big could, like for instance, you can have the most powerful computer as well, but finally where is the program getting executed? It has to come to CPU, right? There could be millions of instructions, but finally it gets executed only in one chip, one particular thing. There could be hundreds of programs running in the most powerful computer, right? Similarly, everything is here for a human. One of the thing that we need to keep in mind is that how we can basically control our mind, body, and soul. So those are three elements that we need to keep aligned. So the mind, the body, and the soul. So once we bring them into alignment, yes, it becomes more powerful for us to introspect ourselves, being aware of the thoughts. So I will not say getting a thought of fear, getting a thought of anxiety is bad. But what you do after that? So that's like a trigger that has come. Maybe you're traveling and you're commuting and you're getting to some traffic jam, and it could blow your mind away. And you cannot stop your outer world, right?
Yes.
The only thing that you can do is your inner world. And who is responsible or who is under control of your inner world? It's you.
Nobody else.
Nobody else.
Okay.
So once you understand that and you become aware of what thoughts are coming in. So what I teach is how to basically live with those thoughts and maybe get away with those thoughts. So rather than living with those thoughts, how about just letting it go?
How? Means where one can start. Means I understood that we should start from inside.
Yeah.
We should introspect. What may be the first step? Let's give at least one direction to our audience.
The very simple first step could be just to take a deep breath. Conscious breathing, because we breathe unconsciously. So as we are speaking, we are breathing, because breathing is very much important. That's what is unconscious breathing is all about. But once you consciously take a breath and then you are able to sense what you are breathing, that automatically cools down. Take a deep breath. Let's try now. Take a breath and you just exhale. So automatically
It feels energized. Yeah.
yes, that switch changes, and then you get into a mode of calmness. So maybe a couple of deep breaths is a very simple technique that you can
3
get
or
started
4
with it.
deep breaths.
Yeah, 3 to 4 deep breaths, and that will ensure that you get the presence of mind. And even if some thoughts are coming in, it is easier for you to let go of those thoughts. What is what is the meaning of letting go of thoughts? Is don't take any action on that. Don't react to it. So somebody walked in front of you when you are crossing the road. Look at that person and then chodo, ho gaya. Have you not crossed? Very simple. So see yourself in that person's place. Or have you not crossed the road ever at all? What other person would have thought about you? So once you start thinking about that, you feel that, yes, I have also done these mistakes.
Yes.
And it's okay for somebody else. So today it is the other person's turn. And why should I panic for that? Will it change? So just by panicking or getting into stressful situations, saying that why these people are doing this way, etc., finally, is the other person affected or you affected? It's me, right? So once you become aware of that, and then say, chalo, chodo, chalta hai. And that's a simple way of letting go of the thoughts and you becoming free.
This is very important. Wow. So,
let me share one story here.
Yeah.
I think I had got this particular thing. One of my partner told this particular story to me. So there was the monks that were there, like the Tibet, somewhere in Tibet, this incident happened. That's what I was told. So 2 monks were there. So they were supposed to cross the river, right? So there was a small stream they were supposed to cross. And while they were crossing, all right, they also found an old lady, right? So a woman who was also struggling to cross. And typically, as a monk, you have renunciated everything, you have left everything, you're not supposed to speak to them, etc. So there are various rules, and that's when one of the monks said, no, we should not do anything, let us focus on our path and we'll walk away. Another monk did look at that particular lady and then handholded that lady to cross the stream and left the lady on the other side of the stream safely, and then they both continued to walk. And then they met the senior monk, and the first monk said that, Guruji, this is what happened. So we are not supposed to touch women, and we should be away from them, but this person took handholded the woman, and then he brought her to the other side of the shore. Is it right on our part, being a monk? And then the other monk said that yes, it was basically required at that moment, and I thought it is my duty to do this, and I just did that. And after that, really, I did not really bother about that incident. I have just forgotten about that particular moment. So then the Guru told, saying that, yes, the first monk who really helped the woman, yes, even though I was not supposed to, or even though the monk was not supposed to touch the woman, he touched and he brought her and ensured that the woman is safer on the other side of the stream and left that particular woman. And he has let go that particular thought. But what is the other person doing? Other monk is carrying that thought. Oh, he did this. Oh, he did like this. It is wrong. It is wrong. So what happens? It's a loop. Do you agree?
Yes.
He should not have done this. How can he do this? How can he do this? Oh, this will happen this way. We are not supposed to do this. So we are conditioned to think that way. And that thought loop emerges in, and finally it becomes more of a thick road or an expressway that every time we'll be visiting that, and it will be lingering. It will be lingering. And that's what is the thought loop that we basically see. And the Guru said that, yes, even though the first monk did that activity and he left his thoughts, he left the women there, but virtually you are carrying that thought and you are carrying that woman till now. How good is that?
Oh, super powerful.
So that is what we are doing. Do you agree? Right? So wherein we unnecessarily have some moment.
And we carry for years?
Yes. Yes, yes. So we carry the guilt, we carry the resentments that has happened in our lives for years. And that is the root cause for various health problems that we are facing today. So in my energy healing practices, we have been discussed, I'm aware of the thoughts. Thoughts are energy. So our body is filled with energy. So energy can settle down in some specific parts. So when the negative energies are accumulated in some parts of the body, say for instance, it goes and sits in and around the knees, it can result in arthritis. The same negative energy which is settled around the heart can relate or can manifest as some heart-related diseases. And these are some of the things which is true, and it is also proven to be scientific. And those are some of the things where the energy, though it seems to be little bit of something which we are not able to see or visually look at that energy, but it has to be only an experience. NLP on the other side is more about science. It gives the scientific angle, and that's what Wa healing is all about, where it's an amalgamation of the NLP energy techniques to heal, to introspect, being self-aware, let go of thoughts, and try to move towards leading a healthy life.
Wow, such a powerful story. I was still thinking about it, how to let go. So many things we carry for days, months, years, maybe decades. And they are still carrying, and they are still carrying those moments. And the incident has happened 20 years ago.
Exactly.
And we are still carrying that woman after so many years. Super powerful.
So clearing negative emotions is the crux. Even for that matter, when I started learning energy healing practices, I could see a lot of negative energy within me. And not that it will be completely gone, like it will be there. So sometimes you have to, it's something like, let us say you just touched something. Like for instance, a simple example could be like you touched some dish, right? So you had some dish. Let's take a simple. I think once again this was told by one of my friend. So let us say you have some dish. So let's say you had some sweet. So rasgulla khai. So you have to wash your hands, right? So how long it will take to wash the hands?
Very less time.
Few minutes. So your hand is
Cleaned.
If you are working with some, for example, let's say you're having your hand became greasy or oily.
Yes.
So with some, you're cleaning your car or anything, and then there is dirt, and that oil or grease has basically stuck to your hand. How long it will take?
Yeah, few minutes. Yeah.
It will take more time or less time?
Yeah, more time.
It will take more time. So you have to use a soap and everything and wash multiple times.
Yeah,
right?
Maybe 2-3 times. Yeah.
Yeah, 2-3 times you have to wash. So definitely, like even the thoughts or negative energies are something where it depends on how long you have to hold it. So the more you hold, the more it is impacting your health itself. So some things can be washed away in a moment, but if you just prolong it and keep it for longer duration, it might take more time to go. So the healing is also like that, where it might not be done in one sitting. Probably you need to do that practice multiple times to get rid of certain negative energies within you, negative thoughts within you.
Wow. This is very powerful.
Yeah.
You are sharing such a powerful stories about it. Yes. So, Ravi, we are now at the end of our podcast, but there is one thing which is going on from last 10 to 15 years in my mind also, and maybe others' minds also. There's a lot of fuss or a lot of trending about meditation. So how one can start? I want to start, but I'm not able to. But why it is needed and how one can start, and why should I meditate?
Yes, that's a very good question. Yes, meditation is something which helps you to become more conscious about what's happening within you, one thing, and also helps you to calm down your nervous system and ensure that you can also start getting into a zone where you can start manifesting what you want to do or what you want to become.
Okay.
So there are two modes or two types of meditation, and one is a meditation where we often probably would have learned, saying that you have to focus on one specific thing, like maybe you focus on a particular photograph or focus on a particular thing or focus on a particular thought or start looking at one particular object. So these are some of the modes of meditation where it is about your mind is focusing on some external object. And recently, like there is one author called Joe Dispenza.
Yes.
So he's I started following him for the last 6-7 months, and I found a different perspective in his style of meditation, and it is again influenced by the Buddhist practices where he calls as open focus.
Open focus. Okay.
So open focus is not about focusing on one thing, instead focusing on the entire universe. So you are just focusing on the entire universe and start exploring and becoming more free and leave your mind free to manifest things and think about what you want to do and how you can basically achieve it. So that is another way of meditation as well, which can help you to go into the particular state. So essentially there are 3 states, right, of mind. So where we typically will be in the beta state. So that is a time where we'll be awake, that is a conscious state. And then when we go to sleep, it's the theta states. And in between is the alpha.
Alpha. Okay.
So theta is deep sleep. So have you ever observed like neend aa raha hai and you're almost sleepy and you're able to see what's happening around. Somebody is coming and waking you up, you'll be able to be aware of it, right? And that's something which is in between. You are almost sleepy but not complete into the deep sleep, and that is a very powerful state to really manifest things that you want to, for instance. So that's another thing which sounded interesting as well, and I'm also following that particular style. And yes, I'm learning, because as a coach, yes, I also learn, I also correct myself, and that is giving a different perspective for meditation.
Super. So Ravi, now we are at the end of our podcast, and we have taken so much journey from US, career 1.0 and 2.0, the team, difficulties, and then jumping into the stress to bliss, war healing. And we learned a lot about the story, the let go, and so many things. So how someone can approach you on a war healing, and how someone can get in touch with you?
Yes, they can get in touch with me with my webinars that I conduct, and I also have the podcast Inner Quest Healing Talks.
Inner Quest Healing Talks.
Yes, so that's the podcast which I have, and they can reach out to me also on my website.
Yeah, Wahealing.
Wahealing.com. W-A-H.
Wahealing.
Wahealing. So there are two aspects to Wa. Why Wa, if you ask me? So Wa stands for why, what and how.
Okay.
So why I have to do, what I have to do is the W part, and how I have to do. So coming from the technology background, so from engineering, so we also get into this what and how business. So if you want to create something like a small software, what has to be done? So that's our requirement. And how I have to do is my design.
Okay.
So this what and how are integral part of my life with engineering in place. And the same philosophy applied here also, said what and how.
Okay.
So I teach them what to do and also handhold them how to do.
How to do it. Wow, super powerful.
So I guide them through different, yes, we do have our community, Wahealing community. So the community members, we meet regularly. So every week we have a call, and then I give them the solutions for their problems. And we have, yes, of course, it is started recently. And of course, after I got the clarity from you, it all started. And I'm really enjoying that journey. It's more of a transformation, I would say, personal transformation. And even I'm experiencing that personal transformation within me after I started this journey. So we'll be completing 6 months by end of this month.
Superb.
And that's a different fulfillment that I'm getting beyond the success of a corporate trainer. And this 6 months has given me a lot of learnings.
Wow.
And a lot of introspection within myself. I could see a lot of personal transformation, and that's something which I want to pursue further. So Wa is what and how, and also I have created a process, a roadmap for people joining my community.
So process, yeah.
So the process of wake up, align and harmonize. So that's again WAH.
Okay. Wake up, align and harmonize.
Harmonize.
Superb.
So you have to wake up, you just start observing. That's why I was talking about self-awareness, observing your thoughts and becoming aware of what's happening inside you. What's happening outside, you don't have control. What's happening inside you, you definitely have control. And mind, body and soul have to be aligned. So once you are able to align your mind and body, things can basically change, right? So many times, like even when you're sad, right, what happens? You just slouch your shoulders, right? At the same time, body language is very important. So if you just sit straight and look up, definitely it could change your physiology, and changing the physiology can change.
In a moment, yeah.
Yeah, why don't you try now? Like just sit straight with your shoulder up, and maybe you look up and try to think something sad. Try to feel sorrow or try to get some bad memory. Will you be able to get it?
No, not coming.
Yeah, it cannot.
Yeah.
At the same time, if you're just slouching and your body is low and you're thinking, you're bending your head, that can trigger your state to bad memories, negative thoughts, etc. So a simple technique of changing your physiology can do wonders for us.
Wow.
And that is what is alignment is all about. So where we learn about how to align ourselves so that we can transform to the next level where we can harmonize. So we need to ensure that all our energies should be coherent. And once the coherence comes into our life, it becomes more peaceful. So those are the ways in which I would say WA stands for the purpose and also the transformation journey in our community.
Super. I learned a lot, and means I could see the what I say, the transformation within me in this means during this 1 hour episode recording also, and your stories, your journey, and you are walking the talk, means you are learning yourself, you are healing yourself, and then you are flowing outside also. So Ravi, thank you so much for coming for the show, and it's been always a pleasure to talk to you and listen to your podcast. Yeah, I always tell that such an heavenly voice, and within listening to only one episode, something inside changes because of your voice, the calmness. So thank you for coming for the show. Truly grateful.
Thank you, Rakesh. Pleasure is mine, and thank you very much for giving the opportunity to be part of your show.
Thank you.